joyful entrusting. Entrusting is rooted in faith. Our belief that the Land of Bliss and Amitabha Buddha exist. This is the first stage of faith. The next is the conviction that it was for our sake that Amitabha Buddha undertook his vows and established the Land of Bliss. We must believe the Pure Land is our world, our home. It belongs to us. The ownership and usage rights are registered in our names. If we wish to return there, we naturally are able to do so. Since the Land of Bliss is our home, our abode in an earlier time, to go back there would be entirely in accordance with our nature. This is faith. To return to our home of bliss with faith and joy in our hearts is to entrust joyfully. What is to entrust ourselves to Amitabha's deliverance? Taking the initiative, Amitabha Buddha unconditionally saves all sentient beings on a basis of equality. To have faith in this is to entrust ourselves to Amitabha's deliverance. It was after 5 kalpas of contemplation that Amitabha undertook his 48 vows. He then accumulated immeasurable bodhisattva virtues over countless aeons. It was before those innumerable aeons that Amitabha made his vows on our behalf and began his meritorious practices. All that time, we were undergoing countless rebirths, sinking into the 3 wretched realms and getting nowhere. It was then that Amitabha resolved to save us ignorant, suffering beings. This he did on his own initiative, not at our behest or in response to our supplication. A parent-child analogy. When a couple have a child, they naturally love it with all their heart, care for it, and make sure it receives an education. Does the baby have to press its palms together and ask its parents to do this? No. It is in the nature of parents to love, care for, and educate their children. What is innate is neither fabricated nor needs to be cultivated. It naturally is. So parents do not have to be compelled to love and look after their children. They do so as a matter of course. Indeed, they are often prepared to sacrifice themselves to protect their offspring. If parents who are ordinary beings afflicted by greed, anger, and ignorance can do this, how much more so can Amitabha Buddha? On behalf of all sentient beings, Amitabha on his own initiative vowed to deliver us unconditionally and without discrimination. Do Buddhas, like us ordinary beings, take a discriminatory perspective? Of course not. A Buddha does not entertain concepts of self, others, sentient beings, or their continuing existence. A Buddha makes no distinction between adversaries and intimates, and regards self and others as one. Because a Buddha does not dwell in duality, he does not differentiate between holy and ordinary beings. She does not distinguish between male and female, or between monastics and householders. That is to be a Buddha. If someone still makes those distinctions, he is an ordinary being, not a Buddha. Thank you. Namo Amitabha Buddha.